Hi traders, this is Mike Hamilton for Trade the Easy Way. If you are trying to make sense of this market, then don't stop, because the idea of this market is not to think it through, to work it out. The idea of this market is just to trade what you see, and the more you trade what you see, the more you'll make money. And I made a mistake today, a classic mistake, having said all that, of, let's get my drawing tool. I made the mistake of trying to buy this up here, which is a pretty silly thing to do given that we got this huge pivotal resistance area up here. This is a massive firewall. What I have done is I bought right down here because there's a huge fib support here, and I've got stop to break even. I've got a small amount of profit, and I will see if I end up with any kind of profit either later today or into tomorrow. But we're just pivoting around this 38.2% and struggling. I mean, it just looks, potentially, it looks as if this is going to cross, and this could just come tumbling over. So, although we had this Sunday open, it's been a strange week. It's been a very, very strange week. Talking to another trader today, and yeah, there just is no point at all trying to work this out. There's a Sunday open, pushed up into that resistance, and we spent the rest of the week in that Monday range. We have not got out of that Monday range at the moment. Don't look like we will. So that's what I'm doing. I just bought the lows and just going to forget about it and see if I've got stop to break even, like I said, and see if I'm still in the trade when I come to my desk tomorrow. DAX, in contrast, is doing this. So I don't know why that red line's there. Oh, there we go. We pushed up into here early in the Euro session. Every little pullback has just been bought, and in the 60-minute chart, and then we are just sitting right. We're sitting on the pivot. So the Dow is struggling to hold the lows. The DAX, okay, we've got 20 minutes. Only got 20 minutes to go. And that Dow is struggling, whereas the DAX pretty much hit there relatively early in the session, and all pullbacks getting bought. What would I do with that? It is a big bullish bar. Yeah, we've just engulfed this week's trading. The previous sessions in this week have now been engulfed. So you can, if you get a pullback to 860, 850, and if you're bullish this market, then buy that pullback and see if you can push higher. We have a divergence. So the selling appears to be running out of steam, and we've closed above this fib level. But we have a huge amount of congestion up there. But this market looks as if it may well do it. At the very least, I would say to you, only risk money you can afford to lose. Okay, because we are still in a downtrend, and the volatility is such that this could just fall off the floor, fall through the floor even. So once we got a sell signal, these highs just got sold into, and this push up here could just as easily be exactly the same as that push up there and that push up there. Okay, so this is a very nice rolling pattern that is yet to really prove itself, but certainly has a buy signal. Confirmation would be a close above this level here, 11,160. Forex. Pound Aussie dollar. I'm very interested in this one, and yeah, this is the trend. This 20 EMA is almost straight. It's such a strong trend, and every time it pops out of the 20 EMA, which is very rare, it gets bought. However, we are divergent, we are high RSI, and we have a lot of lower closes. So if we come into this level here, or ideally a little bit higher, I will look for a 60-minute short signal and to see if I can get, at the very least, a substantial pullback. If it doesn't hold here, I will continue to hold that trade and potentially see if that can come back. So I've not traded that today. I got 300 points out of it yesterday, not traded that today, and we'll just leave it and look for a short tomorrow, and more so for Monday, for potentially one I can keep. Right, pound US, struggling, but with, I think we may just come and test that. If we are going to reverse, I think we may just come and test that trend line. That will be a neat testing of the bottom of the channel, which could then see us getting higher. It may take a while longer. We may just flap around in this little area here until into next week, when we will get a little bit more indication of the appetite for a rate rise, a rate lift off from Ms. Yellen, the Fed chair, which is probably what's worrying the Dow. Euro US, like I said, don't try and fathom it. I don't think I've touched this week, and probably a good job too, because you know these are odd markets. We open, beginning last week, we push higher, and we just sell almost back to the Sunday open. We open, we push higher, and we just fall back a little bit. This pattern is everywhere, in the Dow, in the Forex, it's everywhere. So this is almost moving in a fairly similar way to, this is matching the DAX, as opposed to a divergent relationship, which is a healthy relationship for the DAX and for the markets. So we've still got effectively risk off. And Aussie US, and then we'll go on to the M pairs. Sorry about that. Aussie US hanging in there, just bearish consolidation. So I think any tip to the upside at 75.30, potentially a little higher, as we come down to meet the 20 EMA, I think that could then see this leg down again. So we've had one leg down, pull back, two legs down. I think we're going to get a pullback and then another leg down. So I am not buying that. Right, yen pairs quickly. US dollar yen. Similar issue with a lot of the yen pairs, as we'll see in a minute, but yeah, leg down, pull back, leg down. So potentially need another pullback into this area here before I think we come and test the 200. This is the, on these charts we've got 20, 100, 200. So we breach the 100, a pullback, and then I think we'll come and test the 200 at least. So the pullback area is potentially 122. There is a lot of support here. So all the time we're sitting on that support, we may just dip under here and then run for the skies again. Yeah, it's a potential breakout pattern. I mean, if we can't open and close under this 120, then this is a potential breakup. So I think the market, it just wants to see if there's any indication that a rate lift off is closer than other people may think. Pound yen, just sitting on this support here. So all the yen pairs have had this drop, and just sitting on here, I think it may sort of just move sideways a bit and work out whether they want to break higher or break lower. So we may see a little bit of sideways action here after this swift move. And hardly surprising to see the euro yen one of the weakest. And I would just keep shorting the highs. It worked up here, it worked here, it's working here, so any push into that high, take it with a stop above this area here, and then see if we can come down and get another leg down. We've had 1, 2, and we could get in for 3, and the third leg could be the best potentially. Right, I'll leave it there, and I probably won't even take the way these markets are behaving at the moment, I may not even trade tomorrow morning. Not very much data around. Okay, hope it helps, and see you soon.